Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UMASS Minutemen, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense, and they'll take control first. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adapting. Push down for the tackle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make magic with his feet. Puts one in the spin cycle. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football to keep this defense on their heels.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 6th play of the drive coming up. The snap sets up the throw. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
They'll operate out of split back. Wide out in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. caught in the backfield. It's Wallace.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throw.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hester. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to take off. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Now, he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
UMASS 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hester. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. He'll do it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights. Good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
UMASS 0.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UMass offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Tackle is made after the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Fires it incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he muffs it. It's loose.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fast motion from the offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Across the 25, he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Just outside the red zone, first and 10 from the 21. To the ground, he's got it again. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Now the toss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. UMass quickly back to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They won't let him in. He had a nose for the end zone, but he will be stopped short.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UMASS.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
7, Kennesaw State, 6.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best run.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. And he takes it to the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Pulls it in on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got some room to run. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a big play. Caught at the 25. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. 2nd half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wallace. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They try to pop a run on the draw.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The UMASS offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Gets it out fast. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the pass.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Hester. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
When you're a defense, you stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll run the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They didn't.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. He's going to run it. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. On the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Hester. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Here comes the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. On the option. Quick toss. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? The pitch. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minutemen!
Number 2 with the carry.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UMASS 21, Kennesaw State 13.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Offense in a split backfield. They'll try to pop the draw. At the 45 on his way. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally north-south.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. Moves away as he feels pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it?
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The UMass offense returns to the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal range.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got a man, it's Gibson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
3rd down coming.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, UMass.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this will be for the win. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll send out the kicker here. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And it's good after the earlier miss. Redemption and celebration after the game winner. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.